Hey guys, this is Eric from ET Figure Unboxing, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the Robot Spirit number 156 Wing Gundam. So I'm a really big fan of Gundam in general, but I was never a big fan of the model kit. So I just thought like the Robot Spirit line is perfect for me. But what I end up finding is that these are just not too appealing to me. I'm ready to let this one go. And in fact, I already sold this figure on eBay, and I'm going to mail it like on Friday or something. Before I let it go, I'm just gonna do a review on it. And yeah, here's the back of the box and featuring the mission complete. And yeah, here's the left side of the box. Here's the right side of the box, just featuring the Gundam itself. And let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, so here's what we have inside the plastic packaging. The figure itself, the blaster gun, and some of the effect parts for the lightsaber, obviously. And the wings, an alternative head, 2 pairs of hands, the shield, and let's get into the figure. Alright, so here we have the figure itself. I'm just gonna assemble the wings right now, and it's just like a peg hole. You just peg it in, and just like so. It's really, really easy, and that looks really, really good. And yeah, I like it. In fact, he just looks really good. And let's take a closer look at the sculpt. The sculpt is really good and everything, and yeah, that's what he will look like. Exactly as you imagine. You probably already have this, or you're already seeing this like a million times. And let's get into the articulation and see what. So for the articulation of these guys, they're quite nice. The arms go up that much. They have bicep swivel, everything. And then these are, you can actually do that because obviously he can turn into like a airplane. He has like a bird mode. And the wings can go up that high. So that's really cool because he does a lot of this in the show. He'll just, try to stop himself by doing this and then use the blaster gun. And he has a pretty good ab crunch. And it all moves around like that. And he has the kind of ball joints. So they all move really, really well. So I think these are designed more for you to play with instead of just, more of a play with compared to the model kit, because the model kit is really fragile, like from what I remember. But I think they recently done a lot better in the model kit ones. Like they're more durable. But yeah, that's basically it for the articulation, and let's see what we have. Alright, so for the accessories, he came with these pair of display open hands, and these are just like style posing hand you see in a lot of the figures. I'm just not gonna assemble them today because I'm gonna try to cut the video pretty short. And here's the shield, and the shield has a lot of uses. So basically what you do is you plug this in like right here. Like here's like a hole for you to just peg that in. And that's really, really easy to do if I'm not in such a weird angle, and that looks really good. And it's really secure too. So you don't really have to worry about things falling and stuff. And he has a hand for you to hold the lightsaber, obviously. And he can hold a Buster rifle with it as well. I'm gonna assemble that later. And here's the Buster rifle. Here's a close-up look. I'm just gonna let him lie down over there for a little bit. You can take this out like so. Yeah, and then you have the Buster rifle. And yeah, this is the classic weapon. And then of course you can assemble it like over here later on. So when he does like the bird mode, you can like put it here. I'm just not gonna do it right now. And let's check out some other stuff. So here I have him with the sword. And this is the alternative right hand he came with for you to hold the sword at a certain angle. And that looks really, really good. I really like this. And then, of course, oh, by the way, you can store the sword over here. Like, you can just place the lightsaber right there. I forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, that's a really cool gadget. Alright, so next up we have the alternative lightsaber, which is like in action. And that looks really cool as well. Like, he can like jump really high and then slash you with these. Sorry, like my camera is not like big, and I don't have enough space to play with this guy. Like it's really dynamic. Like the pose I'm having him doing right now, like the wings is that high and everything. I don't really have that much space. All right, next up we have the Buster rifle, and that looks really good. It just looks like how it's supposed to look in a show. Like, it's exactly what you should expect from Gundam. They never screwed up on Gundam, I feel like, because they're all straightforward and there's no like faces, and they just look like anime anyways. It just looks like they walk out straight from anime. So yeah, it's really self-explanatory, and that's why. So another cool thing he came with is this extra hairpiece. And since this is not my figure anymore, I don't want to risk breaking this because this part is kind of fragile. I don't want to do anything stupid while I change the head. But yeah, that's really cool. That's what it will look like. The battle damage looks great. And yeah, let's check out what he looks like. Alright, so the bird mode is a little bit more difficult than I thought. And I'm just going to show you guys what it kind of looks like. So you have to turn around and then grab the hand around, and you have to change this torso piece, and then you know have to turn around and everything. But they do have instruction. After you're done with the top and bottom, and they just combine them together. All right, let's just see what it looks like. And here's the piece, by the way, like the extra piece. And what's fun about this is that they included this part where you can just, you know, put it on a Tamashii stage or something. And yeah, let's see what it looks like. All right, so this took me roughly 5 minutes to do, and it feels pretty good after doing it. It's not too difficult. You just have to get used to it like the first time, and then yeah, that looks really good. And it looks exactly what he will look like in the show. And if you play the older Super Nintendo video game, you know he can turn into like an airplane and fly over people. It's like a Street Fighter fighting game, but he will turn into an airplane and then, you know, start crashing into people. And supposedly that's very effective. Alright, let's get into size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, unfortunately, I don't have any other robot Tamashii to compare with. I have Epion and Wings Zero, but it's basically they're about the same height and they're still in the box, and I'll be doing the review later. And as you can see, they are really short. Like, that's one thing that throws me off for the robot spirit line. They are very short. They're Bruce Lee size. So like, I don't know, they look good, but I think you have to buy a lot of them for the figures to look good. I don't think they look good by itself, just because the size is just too small for me. I don't think it's a good standalone piece. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And here's him next to Kakashi. And Kakashi's like hella tall, man, like compared to this guy. So that's the main reason why I'm getting rid of all my Robot Tamashii line. Because I feel like you have to buy enough of them for the whole figures or the whole line to look good. And here's Levi. Levi's taller than him. That, like, I don't know. Because I think I have too many SH figure arts, and I still prefer SH figure arts over Robot. I'm not a big fan of Robot anyways. And I just like Gundam Wing and Gundam G. And yeah, so as you can see, he is very small. And I think that's the main issue. And here's Makoto, of course, really high. Or really tall. What am I saying? Alright, so here's him next to some of the other figures we have over here. And I just gotta be careful, let him stand properly. As you can see, they are tiny. Like, the Robot Tamashii line is tiny. But I don't think they can make it any bigger, because if they make it any bigger, it's not gonna be as easy to pose with. Because I think the main purpose of these figures, or the whole Robot Tamashii line, is for you to pose with. They're very, very easy to pose with. And the smaller they are, the better for you to, the easier for you to pose with. And if they're any bigger, I think the price point will be a lot higher. But yeah, the main reason is just they're small. And we're about to find out just how small they are. And yeah, as you can see, like the floors over here, which I just reviewed yesterday or the other day. Yeah, he's just too short. I just feel like the Robot Spirit line is too short. Oh yeah, let's jump straight into the final. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I do recommend the figure if you're collecting the Robot Tamashii line. Because I don't think it's too good of a standalone piece. Don't get me wrong, he looks really, really good. The paint job and the sculpt is beautiful. But he's just too small for me. And I feel like if they're this small, I need to have a whole team of Gundam Wing or like, you know, so many bunch of other Gundams to make good. But I'm already collecting so many SA figure arts, so I don't think I'm gonna invest too much on a Gundam Tamashii line. And that's why I'm letting this guy go. And so is the rest of my Robot Tamashii line. I got these guys just for fun because I really like Gundam Wing. And like, I think these figures are very, very good for people like me who are really, really bad at building model kits. And people who play model kits, they spend so much time on model kits. I don't think they'll really buy this. And this is really targeting me, but I just don't have the passion for it at the moment. I don't have the space for it, and my money's better to invest on something else because there's so many SH figures coming out and the Figmas, and that's more like my cup of tea. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll try to review the Gundam Wing Zero and Epion. Hopefully right after this. I'm trying to just film everything like right now in one sitting. Maybe like spend 3 hours on it before I go to bed. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And do let me think what you think about the Robot Tamashii line in general. And yeah, do share your thoughts in the comments. And they're very good, but yeah, just not for me. Alright, I'll see you guys later.